Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Nadia and this is the place where we get real. And today I want to get real about what to do when your crush doesn't like you. This happens to the best of us, self included, guys. I've been there many times. So I'm going to take you through exactly what to do step by step in this situation so that you come out on top each and every single time. So if that sounds good to you, then keep on watching. Welcome back to my channel. Are you serious with me? Oh my god, oh my god. I don't understand how these things always happen to me. I can still remember it like it was yesterday, even though it was almost 10 years ago now, I think. No, longer than 10 years ago. Gosh, I'm getting old. I can still remember being in college and having my crush not like me back. I was completely obsessed with this guy and he just kept giving me all these signs that he didn't feel the same way, and I just kept kind of willfully ignoring them because I didn't want to believe that someone that I liked so much didn't like me back. And look, sometimes we are getting those signs and we're ignoring them, and sometimes we're actually just misreading our crush's signs. So I want to help you also to be able to tell the difference between when someone does like you back and when they're trying to give you the signs that they don't like you back and what to do about it. So I've got a few tips that are going to really help you, and let's get straight into, with no further ado, number one. So one of the most common things I hear from women, and this isn't just readers of my column or women who watch this channel, this is like female friends, and I want to say that I've been one of these women in the past, is why hasn't he texted me back yet? Like, what does it mean? If you have to ask that question, ladies, if you have to ask why he hasn't texted back yet, I have news for you.
He's just not that into you.
If a guy or a girl for that reason, or anyone of any gender is interested in you, they will make it clear, and you won't have to be constantly asking, what does this mean? Are they into me? So if you are constantly checking your phone to see if someone has texted you back, you've been given the sign that your crush does not feel the same way about you that you feel about them. And one of the best things that you can do for yourself, and it's probably the hardest thing to do, but it is so effective, is to delete their number off your phone. As long as you have their number there, you're always gonna have the temptation to keep going back and checking it. I've even done the thing where you like turn your phone off and then turn it back on again. You're like,
oh, maybe like my phone isn't working properly and that's why I haven't gotten a message back from him yet. Maybe I just need to like reset my phone.
no, girl, you do not need to reset your phone. You need to move the hell on and delete his number. And while you're at it, delete him off all of your socials as well, because you're just gonna feel that constant urge to go and check and see what he's doing and try to work out,
Why hasn't he texted me back when he's here, there, everywhere? There must be some reason for it.
no, everyone's phone is attached to their hand these days. If someone doesn't text you back within 24 hours, this goes beyond someone being busy. It just means they're not interested, and it's time for you to delete them off your phone. This is so important, and what's really interesting is it often has the effect of making that person turn around and go,
actually, she is kind of attractive and I am kind of into her.
because there's nothing sexier than someone who is just living their best life and who is not constantly relying on the validation of others. And this is really hard for us as women, because women are taught, I swear every time I try to film, you guys, there's like a helicopter or something flying ahead. Never is there any helicopters where I live. Then I switch on the camera, boom, it's like helicopters everywhere.
Get to the chopper!
Anyway, one of the best things you can do is live your best life. And it is hard because as women, we're taught that we get validation through men and through men liking us. And so if a guy doesn't like you back, that says something bad about you as a girl. It means you're not pretty. It means you're not funny. It means you're not attractive, smart, whatever. No, it doesn't mean any of those things. It just means that someone just didn't find you their cup of tea, and everyone's not going to find you their cup of tea. There are plenty of people who write to me every week to tell me how much they hate my videos, how much they hate my column that I write, and I try to make everyone like my stuff. I try to be really fun and approachable, but for whatever reason, my content just pisses some people off, and I can't help that. That's on them, it's not on me, and I always try to make a point of not taking it personally and continuing to live my best life. So go and book a night out with your friends, go and do something awesome, just go and live your life and don't worry about that other person. And when you're having that night out with your friends, vent about it. Talk about the fact that, you know, it hurts that your crush doesn't like you back. It's the best way to get over it. One of the best pieces of information I can possibly give you if you are currently in the stage of crushing so hard on someone, which I've totally been there, and not feeling it back, is to really understand that you actually aren't as in love with this person as you think you are. What you're really in love with is the idea of them. This is so important to make a distinction between being in love with someone and being in love with the idea of someone. And the reason I know that this is the case for you, and this has been the case for me in the past when I've been infatuated with someone, is when you've only been on a couple of dates with someone, or you're just friends with someone and you've developed a crush, you don't know that person well enough to know that they're this incredible, amazing person that's going to enhance your life in every way. No, what you're in love with is the idea of them and the idea of how good you will be with that person. It's a fantasy that you've created in your own mind. For example, a guy is really funny, so you just think he's this great, amazing person who makes everyone around him happy and he's always making people laugh. No, that's just the idea that you've blown up in your head. The reality is he's a guy who cracks some okay jokes sometimes. It doesn't say that he's an amazing person that you need to have in your life. You really need to try to separate the idea that you create of yourself being with someone and the actual just lived reality. Because if you don't know that person inside and out, which chances are you don't, then you're not really as infatuated as you think with them. Most of what you're infatuated with is the idea you've worked up in your own head. Oh, this is the best one. And this is the advice I give to everyone. And it's the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else. So go on a date with someone else. Have sex with someone else. I honestly find casual sex a really great way to get over someone that I'm infatuated with, because it reminds me that, oh, there are actually other people that I can have fun with as well. It's not just this person. And it reminds me that other people still find me attractive and still want to hang out with me. My whole sense of self and validation doesn't have to just hinge on this one person. And it kind of just helps you get your mojo back and get your groove back on and be like, yeah, I've still got it. Whether that's going on a date with someone else or going all the way and sleeping with someone else, which I can highly recommend, I would highly advise just going and putting your energy into someone else or something else, just to stop your mind from obsessing, because the obsession spiral is oh so real, and it will convince you that this person is so much better than what they even really are, and that you are just lost and broken without this person, which I promise you, you are not. Treat yourself. It is one of the best ways to get over someone that you like that doesn't like you back, is to do something nice for you that you would have wished someone else had have done for you. So if you were waiting for this person to ask you on a date and it never happened, take yourself on a date, girlfriend. Go to a restaurant. Buy yourself flowers. We are allowed to buy ourselves flowers. I buy myself flowers all the time. It's great because I always get the flowers I want instead of the ugly flowers I don't. And it's so much fun to take yourself out for a meal, have a nice glass of wine, even just order in your favorite food at home in front of Netflix and watch it with your wine. It's so nice to give yourself those things. And what's better about giving it to yourself instead of waiting for someone else to give it to you, someone that's not returning those feelings, is that you're gonna get it exactly the way that you want it. And if you really want to treat yourself with a little adult feel-good self-love time. If you know what I mean by all the winks, I don't know why I was winking so much just then. It's a really good way to get over a crush really fast. Whatever you do, the most important thing that you can possibly do to hold on to your dignity, your sense of self, and to just keep living a quality life with joy and happiness in it is to please do not ever stoop to the level of chasing this person. I know you want to do it, and the reason I know you want to do it is because I've not only wanted to do it in the past, I have buckled to my own pressure and I have done it. I have chased so tragically after people who had no interest in me, and it was so obvious. They weren't returning my messages, they weren't organizing time to spend with me, and I would keep texting these people. Like, tragic. It's so tragic, and it just makes you feel even worse about yourself. And the reality is there are other people out there who will text you back. You think that that's not going to happen. You think that this person is the only person for me. I'll never find anyone like this person. I can't tell you how many times I've thought that. And guess what? Another person came along and they were better than the last person anyway. Stifle that urge to chase after them. And that's why step number 1 is so important. If you don't have their number on your phone, if you do not have them on social media, then you have way less risk of going and blowing up their phone or stalking them on social media, because you just don't even have that temptation there. Take this in your stride. Just realize that sometimes we really can't explain why someone doesn't like us. It's not your job to work out the reasons why this person doesn't like you. Stop trying to be a detective and just accept that this person did not appreciate your gloriousness, and now it's time to find someone who does. And in the meantime, just go ahead and appreciate your gloriousness on your own. I hope that helped some of you to realize that you're already awesome. You're already a bad bitch. You don't need this person. There are other people out there. I know it's so cliche, there are many more fish in the sea, but it's so true. And you will realize that in time, I promise you. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like more videos like this, then give it a thumbs up. That lets me know you want more of this content. And make sure if you're not subscribed yet, you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well, because it's gonna actually let you know when my new videos are going live. And I make videos twice a week, Mondays and Fridays, about sex, dating, relationships, mental health, and everything in between. I will see you in the next video.